Hello there. Excuse my ear pods. It's the only way I can get the proper volume when you have people who are loud in the house. So, I just wanted to pop in and share something with you that I just recently learned about myself, in hopes that it will help you as well. I think if you've been following me for a little while, you know that I'm very willing to share my mistakes and my growth, my growing pains with you all, because it helps, to know that you're not the only one that's experiencing something. And if there's any way that I could help you, hopefully avoid some of the things that I've done or experienced or learned from it, then I'm all for it. So I shared with you about a month ago that I've been reading Cicely Tyson's book, Just As I Am. I love it. Now, I could finish this book in about a week. I just read Mariah Carey's memoir a couple months ago and was finished in 5 days, and it's about the same size. But this particular book, I've been pausing a lot for some self-reflection. And so I wanted to share something with you. I'm laughing at myself now, but it's only in hindsight that I can laugh. That I just recently discovered only a few days ago. And it was based on a very simple sentence that Ms. Tyson stated that was mind-blowing for me. So I'll give you a little backstory first. I had signed up for a challenge. I do a lot of challenges, or I'll sign on with other coaches to kind of keep me aligned with people who think like I do, who challenge me to grow. And so this particular challenge was sponsored by Lisa Nichols. And if you know her, she is phenomenal. This would probably have been the third or fourth, I don't know if she calls them challenges, but I say challenge, within the last 4 months or so that I've done of hers, because it's that powerful and impacting. But this particular one, I've been looking forward to it. I had posted it on my LinkedIn profile that I signed up for the challenge, and I was really excited about it. However, when the time came to sign on, I found myself distracted, easily distracted by pretty much anything. Now, my husband and I were running around doing some things, and so I was using that as an excuse, like I don't have time to sign on, or I'm going to be late. I'll just catch the recap. That's what I said the first day. Second day came, and I forgot about it. Third day came, and my Wi-Fi was acting up in the area that I was in. I was getting easily frustrated, and so I'm just like, okay, I'll sign on. It was on Zoom, so I was trying to sign on through my car. That wasn't working, so then I have to, if you work with Zoom enough, it's like I'm in the car on Zoom, whatever. But it's still an excuse that I was making. And I even told my husband, like, I don't know, her energy is like, I don't know if her energy matches my energy. She's, more so bubbly when she comes on the screen. Like, that's a silly excuse. And I just was feeling a lot of anxiety, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm feeling this way when I've been looking forward to this for weeks. I signed up for it at the end of February. I've been looking forward to it. But I was coming up with all these different excuses. And so finally I was just like, you know what? This isn't for me. I'll just catch the email recaps. And then I even got irritated with the email recaps. Anyway. Later that day, I think it was Thursday, I was reading Ms. Tyson's book, and she said something very simple that I'm going to share with you. Now, she's mentioning this in the context of an audition. If you've read the book, which I encourage you to do, one of the things that she talks about is that Goosebumps was assigned for her, that this was the road that she should take. But this particular road that she's talking about she was intimidated by it. And she said I was terrified to take the role, but that for her was a sign that she should. And the reason why is because she says intimidation is a prerequisite to growth as an artist. Intimidation is a prerequisite to growth. Very simple sentence, and very truthful. And if you just think about it, something we probably all can relate to. When you're on the cusp of growing, on the cusp of greatness, it's almost as if your potential confronts you. Like, is this something that you really want? Do you really want to do this? And at that moment, we each have the opportunity to keep going through the fear or allow the intimidation to stop you. Lisa's energy alone, for me, was like a mirror reflection saying, this is what you are going to have to do to go to the next level, to do more, to give more, to be more. And I was like, I don't know about that. Not today. And I found every excuse in the book not to face that. In that moment, it felt like I was on the edge of a cliff with someone saying, jump. And it was intimidating, it was frightening. When really, if I had stopped to take a breath and think about what I was really feeling, I would have realized that it was really more of an invitation. It was almost as if Lisa was standing on the top of a staircase, inviting me up. And rather than focusing on the ultimate destination, all I really had to do was just focus on the one step in front of me, then the next step, and then the next one. Growth and comfort cannot ride the same horse. I read that not too long ago in a Forbes magazine. And how truthful is that? We have to be willing to push through the comfort zone in order to really grow, to really reach our potential. And really, like, shouldn't we want to align ourselves with people who are where we want to be, who have forged the path successfully, and they've even left a blueprint on how to get there, possibly even avoiding the same mistakes that, we would otherwise have encountered had we not aligned ourselves with them. It's really something we should want to do. I take a deep breath because this is where I like to reframe my negative emotions, which is what I should have done in that moment. And reframing really allows you to put on a different pair of lenses and look at something from a different angle. And now that I'm past it and can look back, I realize that intimidation is really admiration turned inside out and flipped on its side. The mere fact that we feel intimidation is validation of our potential, because otherwise we would not recognize that there's something strangely familiar in this person or in this situation. It's just that we haven't reached it yet. Intimidation really is validation of your potential. Otherwise, you would not realize that there's something strangely familiar in this person or this situation that you just haven't reached yet. So that's the takeaway that I have, that I person giving to you, to sit still in that intimidation. And I'm inviting you to do what I have since done, and that is make a list of all the qualities that you admire about the person who seems to be intimidating. And as you write the list of all the things that you really admire about this person, take it as a sign of your potential. And that all you need to do is focus on one step at a time and align yourself with the people who are where you want to be. So I hope this has helped you, given you clarity the way that it's given me. And we can do this together.